Ezekiel Elliott is ranked as the 8th best running back heading into this season. While that is according to Pro Football Focus, Zeke led the league in rushing last year and had 9 total touchdowns, but there are still 7 backs ahead of him on the list. The article said, quote, "It's hard to overlook the fact that his production is in large part thanks to the offense that Dallas has built around him." We're joined by Fox NFL analyst Mark Schlereth. Mark, are you surprised he's that low?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that he's out. I think you make a very compelling argument that he could be number 1. He's in the top 3.
Sure.
I think like I'm an 80s freak. Like I love the 80s. I love alternative bands from the 80s.
Okay.
And I used to listen to this one band called the Waterboy, and they had the Water Boys. And they had a line in one of their songs that said, "I see the crescent, but you see the whole of the moon." And I think when you start to look at running backs or you start to look at football, it's so easy to get so focused on fantasy stuff that we don't see the whole picture. When you face the Dallas Cowboys as a defense, there is one dude you're trying to stop. There's one guy that you're looking at. That's Zeke Elliott. Like you say, hey, if we have to stop this offense, we're going to say, hey, quarterback, you beat us. But that dude ain't beating us. Like, we're not going to let that guy beat us. When you face the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones, God bless him, he's a really nice running back. He's ahead of Zeke Elliott. When you face the Green Bay Packers, you're just trying to stop Aaron Rodgers, not Aaron Jones. He's a secondary player. Like Melvin Gordon's a nice player. He's played 16 games 1 time in his career. Last year was the first year he ever averaged over 3.9 yards per carry. He had 50 catches. Zeke had 77. And when it comes to blitz pickup, there's none better in the league in blitz pickup than Zeke. Like to have him that low on this list just says to me, you guys see the crescent. I'm looking at the whole of the moon. I'm looking at the complete picture. You don't see what you're talking about, or you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to the running back.
we do. We just break it down like that. I'm sorry.
This is a Denver thing?
No,
like
no Denver
Broncos
thing. No, we just understand. Yeah. We're not having to be on teams that won Super Bowls. We understand the value of the running back.
This guy is a great player. Like, this rating to me is borderline ridiculous.
I was shocked as well, Stink. And that's what I said. If you want to have him second to Saquon, okay, I get it. Christian McCaffrey is on the field, and I said Christian McCaffrey spent about 90% of the time. But Christian McCaffrey had almost 100 fewer carries than Zeke. For that workload, and when they get the lead in the game, guess who they're giving the ball to? When the opposing defense, and the Cowboys offense trot on the field, first snap, they got 8 guys in the box. Because I refuse to let 21 get going. Skip, he's an old school back. He's not a make-you-miss guy. He can't make you miss like Alvin Kamara. He's not going to shake you. They throw Christian McCaffrey a swing pass, and the first guy's not bringing him down. Saquon, to be as big as he is, he has really loose hips. He can make you miss, and he has home run ability. That's not what Zeke is. Zeke runs to contact. So he's an old school, he's an 80s, 90s type running back. But you know what, Skip? He's going to play 15 games. He's going to play 16 if you need him. And he's going to give you 3 yards. He's that 3 yards in the cloud of dust. But to say he's the 8th best back, no disrespect to any of these guys. But there's no way there's 7 guys on this list better than Zeke Elliott. No way.
So I like 80s music also, but I don't live in the past like somebody to my left, somebody across the table from me. You guys have missed the boat and the point. Everything changed mid-season when Dallas acquired Amari Cooper, and my quarterback finally, for the first time in his NFL career, had a legit number 1 that he trusted and had rapport with. And they took off. From that moment forward, they went 7-1 because defenses started to say, uh-oh, we better concentrate on stopping number 4 throwing to Amari Cooper before we worry about Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm definitely not saying Zeke is overrated, but I'm just telling you my quarterback is more valuable than my running back and always has been. And my quarterback can make some of the more key, crucial runs in games because he is highly capable at about 250 pounds of running through, around, and over people, as my running back just runs through people. And the reason they downgrade him is, to your point, he can't make anybody miss he did as a rookie, but slowly but surely he turned into pure battering ram. And I don't love his longevity possibilities because of the way he runs. I love my number 21 on 3rd and 1 because he will run through a brick wall. He will make his own wall. He'll knock a hole in it.
Right.
And it's all body lean and physicality.
And that is this is where I get in an argument with people about what the running game is. The running game to me is not empty yards. I look at this list, there's a lot of guys that compile empty yards. Why? Because it's 3rd down and 6, they pop a draw, the guy goes for 32 yards, and at the end of the game, you got a big rushing total, and people are like, oh my goodness. That's like, this guy gets his yardage, why people are, as Shannon said, 8-man boxes trying to defend him. That's their number one go-to. I hope you're right. I hope it becomes about Dak, and I hope it becomes about Cooper. And I hope those things happen because I'd like to see him get some empty yards.
Yeah.
But here's my definition of the running game. On 3rd down and 2, when everybody in the building, Shannon and I played on a team where, 2nd down and 1, how a lot of teams will throw it in the air and say, hey, let's go see if we can attack them and get a big play. You know what we said? Let's go ahead and mosh pit these dudes and wear these dudes out to see what we can do in the 4th quarter.
Strong, and weak.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Run you up out the building.
You had a battering ram. You
Right,
had
but
a guy,
but
you had
what
a
I'm
running
saying
back
is this
who
running
saved
back
John Elway's career at the end. Am I right?
This running back gets yards when everybody in the building knows they're handing it to 21. That, to me, is the definition of a running game.
Except on the play of the year for my Cowboys at the Coliseum on that fateful Saturday night.
In the line of scrimmage.
Okay, but it's 4th and 1 from the Rams 35, first play of the 4th quarter, and it's a 1-score game, and the coaches say they have the whole commercial break to decide, let's just give it to 21 up the middle, and he went nowhere slowly.
That should be an indictment on your quarterback because they don't have the confidence in your guy that they can put it in his hands, Skip.
He should have put it in his belly and pulled it right back out and
But
kept
we can all agree that this ranking of 8th overall is ridiculous.
It's probably a little low. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I get the gist of it. They're saying he can't make you miss. He's not an efficient back like Kamara is because Kamara can catch, he can gash you in so many ways.
Yeah,
right?
but he's getting a lot of those chunk plays, Skip. You get him in space. That's not what Zeke is. Zeke is a running back that can catch the ball. These other guys, Skip, are this new wave. Guys that can get you 90 catches, 100 catches. We saw Saquon go over 2,000 yards as a rookie, which doesn't happen in total yards from scrimmage from a rookie running back. He did that. Look, there's no disrespect to any of these guys on here, but there's no way that there are 7 guys on this list that's better than Zeke.
I'm sorry. If you put to any general manager in football 32 and said, okay, here you can have Melvin Gordon, no disrespect to Melvin Gordon, or Zeke Elliott. 32 out of 32 will take Zeke Elliott right now.
Okay.
As sure as I sit here. He's 4, Zeke is 8.
I will give you that. But my point is that right now Jerry Jones is looking at these 3rd-level numbers and thinking, gee, do I want to commit 5 more years to this guy? Because I don't know.
I wouldn't commit. Hey, I wouldn't commit to any running. Hey, the way the structure, the way the last collective bargaining agreement, especially for first-rounders who have the 5th-round option, run them into the ground and then get rid of them. They're going to be done. They're done anyhow. That's the issue.
Thank you. Because that's what Pittsburgh tried to do. I'm going to pick up your option, and then I got 2 franchise tags.
Right.
So I got you at my number for 7 years.
Yeah.
So Zeke said, nah, I ain't going to let you do that. I'm going on vacation.
So I just want to point out one last time that my quarterback in the 2 biggest games of the year against the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champ within the division, the 2 games that my team beat the Eagles in, my quarterback in 2 4th quarters and 1 overtime went 24 of 28 for 331, 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. How could that be? Because they weren't running the ball in the 4th quarter and overtime the way they usually run the ball. They were throwing the football.
Skip.
My guy is more valuable than Zeke is.
No,
Sorry.
here's the thing. When you have what made us so successful from 96 to 98, the reason why it was hard for you to beat us, we had TD back there, but we had a Hall of Fame quarterback. So pick your poison. What you want? You want to stack the ball? You really want to go one-on-one with O'Shea Sharp? You want Rod? You want Ed? Is that what you want? Or you want TD? Skip, I used to beg. I was like, will y'all please stop TD so we can throw the ball? Because if y'all don't stop him, we just going to line up and run it. Stop him. I was very tempted to tell him we was running the football.
Would John Elway have won a single Super Bowl if TD hadn't fallen out of heaven in the, what, 6th round?
Yes.
Right? Would he?
No. Skip, I don't know. Skip,
No.
I don't know. We got the jury.
Yeah. But hey, here's the deal. Well, this is not a discussion on who's more valuable. I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I think Dak Prescott can play. I think he's an old soul, and I think he's a really good, outstanding, and growing quarterback. But this is a discussion on where is Zeke Elliott lined up, and on this list, where Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Kareem Hunt, and Aaron Jones is ahead of him. That to me is a garbage list.
Come on, Skip.
Garbage list.
I'll accept that, but you cannot discount my quarterback anymore.
But Skip, what made the quarterback so much more dynamic is that if you stack the box, he had a guy outside. But they were still stacking the box because you remember over the last 3 games, he had 70 yards total. That's what Coop had. That's what Jerry Jones looking at. Since you always talking about he looking at next level stats.
Yep.
You got to believe Zeke isn't happy.
Yeah,
about that number.
and they just cut Allen Hurns.
That's not going to help.
I'm going to get my money.
Doesn't feel very
Y'all
good
cutting folk
to see
right
that
here.
number.
I'm going to get my money.
Mark, thank you for joining us.
Dak, get paid, Dak.
Speaking
Hold
of
out, Dak.
getting money, so Jalen Ramsey had a very interesting
Yes, he
arrival
did.
to training camp this morning. Trust us, you want to see it. We'll show you next.